yeah, I get it. I'm supposed to build an email list, but how? Delivering a freebie. So you're like, cool. How am I supposed to do that? What's up, friends? So my small business owners, my entrepreneurs, I know that you were like, yeah, I get it. I'm supposed to build an email list. So you get your freebie ready, you have it all to go, and then you're like, but how do I actually get it into someone's inbox? So today I'm going to show you how I do it using a program called Flodesk. I'm going to give you 50% off in the link in the description below for the first year for using Flodesk. It's a game changer. It automated the process for me. So you don't have to physically email or DM somebody your freebie. This can just live wherever your content lives, and it can automatically deliver your freebie to someone's inbox. I have a freebie for you with a step-by-step outline for how exactly to do this. So you can go back to it later. That's also in the description below. And if you sign up for the freebie, you can actually see how the process works in real time. Let's get into it. Let's go over to my laptop. Boom, boom. Let's go. So all you have to do is go to flodesk.com. And then if you get my freebie though, inside of here, I have a link that's essentially an affiliate link for you where you can get 50% off for your first year. So it's $19 a month. So I would recommend that you click that link. So go ahead and click that link. And it'll say Kayla Fahey-Ahrndt gave you 50% off your first year. So I'm going to create a fake account here for you, and then we'll log back in and use my actual account. So you type in your email address and your password, click try it for free. And then they're going to send an email confirmation to that email where you sign up. So you're going to go to that. So you're going to get a welcome to Flodesk email, and then you're just going to have to go ahead and verify your email address. Once that's done, then you can begin getting to work. So you would just want to go ahead and sign in. So I'm going to sign in with that same email address. Okay, so just for the sake of this video, I'm logging in as me because I have everything set up. So the first thing you want to do though when you get set up is come over here to the little icon. It's like your account area, and you want to go to email setup. So what you need to do is make sure that you have an email set up so that you can start sending emails and delivering your freebies to other folks. So what you will have to do is go ahead and add your name and then your email address. And in the freebie, I show you exactly how to do this, but here's what it would look like. You would type in your name and then your email, whatever it is, and hit click save. Once you do that, it's going to say that it's sent you an email, and then all you have to do is click inside of the email that you get delivered from Flodesk, and it will verify this. This is what allows you to actually, when you're sending an email to someone, it'll say it's from Kayla from this email address, which is really nice. You need to have something verified, otherwise it's like, who are you? There are other things in your account that you can set up at a later time. I did want to mention Share Flodesk. So once you get a Flodesk account, you'll have the opportunity to be referring this to other folks too. So if you're a small business owner or a creative entrepreneur, this is an affiliate opportunity for you. So just like I share the link with you, you can share it with your peeps. So to navigate Flodesk, you would just click here to their logo, and that gets you all around the Flodesk. That gets you around their website and back to the home screen. How do you actually deliver your freebie? So as long as you have your freebie created, I would suggest creating it in some sort of like PDF. You could deliver a Word document. You could deliver an Excel spreadsheet. You could deliver a graphic, whatever you want. You're going to create a form for it. So you can see my forms. There's a few different kind of forms. There's a pop-up form. But what really we want is to create something that looks like this. So what you want to do is you come over here to click New Form. Choose different kinds of form. There's so many. I love to use the full page form that looks like this. So it's just going to be really simple. It's going to be grab my free thing and tell me more about yourself, and we can then deliver the thing. So I like the full page with image 3 because this one gives you the option for them to put in their name, email address, and then tell you what they're interested in hearing from you about, which helps you segment your audience into those different buckets. So then later you can say, oh, they wanted to hear about XYZ. I'll send only them an email about it. So simply click customize it. This is where you create those segments. So I just named this one my freebie template, and you can see I've already kind of experimented with this. So I'm going to add this to the same segment, how to deliver your freebie automatically, and click save. You can type in a new freebie name and it's automatically going to create it for you. Then all you have to do is customize different things here. So here, if you click on it, you're going to be able to edit it. So you can see I'm clicking around the form and this is how you edit it. So you want to add a picture. It tells you the size of the picture if you're using something like Canva or a different program to make an image. If you don't have one, you can always add a photo from the library that Flodesk has or add a GIF. So I'm just going to click here and add, and we're going to, let's say we want this to be like some sort of plant thing. So let's say you're a gardener. So maybe it's your plant guide. So I'm going to look for this. In theory, you want to have your picture be probably like something that looks like a free PDF so people know what it looks like. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to select something cute. So select that as the picture. Then you can go ahead and edit all the fields. So we're going to say, I like to say something like snag or download my, let's say, Master Gardener Toolkit freebie, right? You can figure out how you want to say this. You can add extra text here as well, sharing all my secrets to keeping your houseplants alive. You can customize this however you want. To change the font, again, you just click on the area here and you can use this toolbar to the right-hand side to change it. I actually really like this aesthetic, but if you are doing something that you want to look more on brand, you'll want to come here and look through the different fonts. They've got the different serif fonts, the non-serif fonts. You can see it makes it bigger or smaller. You can adjust the size of the text here. You can change the text color by just selecting. If you have your brand colors set up inside of Flodesk, they're going to show up default here. That was in that menu area that I showed you earlier. So that's how you change everything. Ooh, I liked the green. That was kind of cool. Kind of matched the Master Gardener picture there. But you can literally play around here and make it fun. You can change the alignment if you like left, center, right? You can change it to uppercase, lowercase. You can change the spacing. So you just want to play around with this based on your aesthetics. The next thing you want to do is change the fields. So typically for a freebie, you want people to share their first name. I never ask for last name. I think it's kind of intrusive. I don't think most people feel comfortable asking for last name, and their email address. If you want it to be required, you just check the box. I personally like email address is obviously required because obviously you can't send them an email without it. I like requiring the first name because when I send emails, I like to make it so it says, hey, Kayla, or hey, Ashley, so that they're customizable. But also Flodesk allows you when you're sending emails to import another word if they didn't put their first name in, like friend. So it can be like, hey, name or friend. So it's up to you. You can add additional fields here by clicking add field. So you can add custom fields. So say you want to add their birth month, and then you would just want to link it to a field. You can type in a field. I actually have a field created. So what this does is later on when you are segmenting your audience, if let's say you want to send specific emails based on this data they put in that field, you can. So I always say something like birth month. I want them to put their birth month for coupons. No spam. For B-Day coupons. Because it's fun, right? Like you can make it shorter or whatever, so it's easier to read. But sometimes I'll get that. So if it's like August, I can send a promo email saying like, hey, happy birthday. I was thinking about you. Here's 20% off to my shop. So there's different ways that you can use this data. Keep it short and sweet though. Nobody likes to fill in a million trillion things. Down here then, this is the part where you can further segment your audience. So what are you interested in hearing about? It's perfectly fine to leave that here. Sometimes I'll make this more playful, like, tell me what you want to hear from me about, or what's your jam? Something like that, right? And then you can change these options. So go click on each thing, and maybe this is where you want to put your content pillars, right? So if I'm a master gardener, maybe my thing is houseplant care. And so then I'd choose a segment for that. So I would have to create a segment. So if somebody checks this box when they are signing up for my freebie, they're going to go into a bucket called houseplant care. So the next time I'm going to share houseplant care specific information, I know exactly who to email, and I'm not spamming my entire email list because maybe not everyone cares about houseplants. Maybe option 2 is something like perennials. I don't know, and I'm not a great speller, so you know what I mean? So you can really change this seasonal landscaping, right? So then you can customize it for yourself. Okay, so you get the picture. So now I wouldn't add more than 3 or 4 of your content pillars because it just becomes too much for people to click. But they can, when they sign up for your email list, you'll want them to be segmented a little bit better. I made the mistake of not creating segments at one point, and then I just had everyone in a big bucket, and I didn't know if they liked my freebie. Like, my freebie was really broad, so I wasn't able to determine like what else they wanted to hear about from me. Get the guide. You can change this text to send me the guide, whatever you want it to be, maybe matching the language up here, send me the freebie. You could change this information. I just leave it. It's your information. It's secure and won't be shared with anyone. You can unsubscribe anytime. So that's how you customize the fields. You can also just click on this background, and that's how you're going to be able to change the background. So, I like that a little bit better than the blue. You can determine how you want it to look. Also, when you click this background, it's the form editing page. You can have it show the image on mobile or not. So let me show you what that means. So let's toggle it on. Up here, you have the desktop preview. So if you click on that, this is what it's going to look like if someone's on a desktop. Go back to editing. This is what it's going to look like if they're on their phone signing up. So I've got the image here. It doesn't look bad. It does become cropped though. So that's something you want to be aware of when you're creating your image. So it's really nice. It's very streamlined on the mobile. But if your image becomes too cropped and it looks wonky, just unclick it and then do the mobile preview again, and then you just got the form. And that's fine. Sometimes I think people don't need to see the picture to sign up. It's just up to you. The other thing you want to do before you move on and when you're done customizing is the message. So this is the message that they're going to get once they hit that button that says like get the guide or subscribe. So Flodesk has options for you, which are standard, minimal, friendly, casual, direct, and custom. I tend to like friendly, which is thanks. Keep an eye on your inbox for updates because I want them to know, and it shows up right here. I want them to know that I'm going to send them an email. There is an option with the form to redirect them to a URL. So if for whatever reason you don't want to deliver your freebie in email, you can redirect them to a place where your freebie can be downloaded, like Google Drive or OneDrive, or like Dropbox or something like that. But I think getting people used to the fact that you're going to be in their inbox is the best way to go. But you can also redirect to your website too. Like if that's something you want them to do or a related video, you can totally do that. So, but anyways, when we go to customize, you'll see that it asks, do you want to show your message or do you want to redirect to a URL? So make sure that you select that. So Now the form is all ready to go. It's all customized, and we can click next. And now you have a few options. Should we enable double opt-in? There's pros and cons of double opt-in. So not having double opt-in is great because it's quick. It's one thing. They don't have to go back into their email and select, yes, I for sure want to be part of this email list. However, clicking yes means they will have to opt in after they get that confirmation form. And this helps weed out like fake email addresses or people who use email addresses that they don't really check, right? Or like bots and stuff like that. I have to sometimes clean out bots from my email list. I don't have double opt-in turned on because I personally hate it myself. But if you have it on, it actually makes for probably a really clean email list. And maybe an increased open rate because people who are actually double subscribed were like, yeah, for reals, I want to be on your list. So it's up to you. Click continue. When subscribers opt into this form, you can have it notify you, like you can get an email or not. I always like getting an email. It's like a hit of dopamine, so I leave it on. And then after this form is submitted, like I said, display a success message, the one that we picked or wrote, or you can redirect to a URL, and that's where you would put that URL in. So if you're not going to set up a workflow to send an email to someone, which I highly suggest you do, you can redirect to like Google Drive or Dropbox, whatever, or your website. In this case, I'm going to say display a success message and hit continue. And now share your form. So like I said earlier, in your account, you can actually customize this form a little bit, but I won't go over that today. However, what you want to do is just copy this link. So I'm just copied it. I'm going to paste it into my browser. So now it takes me to the freebie. This is what it looks like. So if I was going to submit my name and my email address, and my birth month is August, I'm going to say I like houseplants a lot. Send me the guide. Now I see that I have, thanks, keep an eye on your inbox for updates. So now I should get a freebie, but not yet because we haven't set up that automation part. But this is how it looks. So what you want to do is take this link, copy it, and put it with all your content. So if you make YouTube videos, put it in the description in your YouTube video. If you're talking about this topic, share it on social media. You can link it in your Instagram stories. You can send it to a friend who might be having a problem, and you're like, oh, I have a freebie about that. And that is a way to get people to join your email list instead of just saying like, subscribe to my newsletter, because that's so boring. You actually provide free value. So let's set up the second part, which is actually getting this form to the audience inside of an email. And I just wanted to show you, now that you're in forms, your form's going to show up here. So maybe later on you're like, oh, I need the link for that. You go to your forms section in Flodesk and you can hit the 3 dots or the ellipsis here and share page link, and you'll get the link to copy it. So that's how you do that. There's other options here. You can actually change the segment. So if you don't like that you added it to this segment when you first created your form, you can change it. The other thing you can do is rename this or duplicate it. So I would probably rename this my Master Gardener Toolkit freebie, so that I know if I see that people are in this segment that I put on it, that they came to my email list from this freebie form, so that I know how. It's just a way to track like, oh, I put this form in all my Instagram stories. Okay, so that seems to be working, right? So that's really nice. You can further add folders to organize your forms. It's totally up to you. If you ever have to go back and edit the form, you just click edit and you can do that easily. It's super, super quick. This is the one that I actually created to share the how to deliver a freebie. It's kind of a meta. So this is what you're going to see when you download my freebie, and you can tell me what you're interested in learning about. So you can see I get a little cheeky in here. A freebie about a freebie. Cute. So that is that. Let's take you over to actually creating the workflow so that you can automatically deliver this freebie into someone's email address. So I'm going to go over the one I already created and show you how to do it from scratch too. So I'm going to show you how to build this. This is a workflow for how to deliver a freebie, auto freebie. And I'm going to click edit. When you have something that's live, you have to pause it in order to edit it. So this is what we're going to create. We're going to have your subscriber was added to a segment, which would be your plant master gardener freebie download. We're going to create an email that says, hey, here's your freebie, and we're going to attach it in this email, and then they're going to be done with this workflow. Once you get more nuanced in your business, you can create this to, once somebody gets a freebie, they can be added to another sequence, like a welcome sequence, where they can learn more about you. But that's for when you get a little bit more nuanced in your business and you have the time. Once that's so this allows somebody, when they fill out the form, they just get an email automatically with this freebie. So let me show you what that looks like. So this is just my email for how to actually download my freebie. And you can see you're going to actually attach a file or link your freebie here, and it's going to send an email automatically. So let's get yours set up. Okay, so what you want to do is create new workflow, and you can look through the different ones. I think they're all fine. Lead magnet delivery is for a freebie. They've got a welcome sequence, sales sequence, nurture sequence. We'll just click on the lead magnet because that's what a freebie is essentially. And we'll go ahead and customize it. Okay, so our trigger is going to be a subscriber is added to the segment, and we're going to find our how to deliver a freebie automatically segment, or your master gardener one, whatever you chose. And then we're going to come here and click customize on this email. You can make sure your email address is here. Once your email is verified, you'll have a sender, and that's really important. So you need to have that there. You'll have your subject line and your preview text. So we're going to go ahead and edit this email. And Flodesk has different layouts you can use. I'll have switched to new layout. And so you can see it already has a template set up for you. So I'm going to go ahead and customize this. Pro tip, I don't seem to have trouble when I have a logo here at the top, but sometimes emails are marked as spam if you have a picture at the top. So I just delete this. You can set up a logo to automatically be there from your account. So it's totally up to you. Now, you can customize this because everybody loves a freebie. I like to change it to something like, here's the guide you asked for. You can be cute about it. If you right click in Flodesk, you can add emojis. So I'm going to do like these are my common ones, the star eyes. And you can, essentially what you do is there's blocks you can hover over, you can delete, you can add blocks by hovering and clicking plus signs, and these are all the things you can add. So you can add more pictures, you can add dividers, you can add buttons, all of that. It's so easy. Add more text, click that. You can duplicate it. So if you really like a section, you can duplicate it, you can move it around, reorder. Flodesk is super easy to use. So I'm just going to delete this. I don't really like the squiggly line. I'm going to keep that out. I think there's 2 spacers here. I'm going to delete one of them. And now you can customize this to say whatever you want it to do. So you might change it to something like, I know that you are aspiring master gardener, but I know you said you need help keeping your houseplants alive. Download my freebie to do that. And then this is just a form. And if you need to undo, you can go click the arrow here. This is just a sort of a form or an image layout that Flodesk has. If you click on it, there's different layouts. So you can just change them this way, whatever you want to do. It makes it look really aesthetic. Something though that I like to do is just keep it super simple. So I'll actually delete this sometimes And I'll just go ahead and add a image. And then I'll click this and we'll find the plant image again. I'll just have a picture of that freebie. I'll keep it super simple. I don't need a ton of fluff, but it's totally up to your preference. So now that we have the photo, what I always do is I go ahead and link it. Now this is where you can either redirect to a URL where they can download, or you can hit attach file and upload a file from your computer. So I'm going to attach, let's say, my website copy mockup. So you can see how the file loads, so that when they get an email, if they click on this, it's going to open in their browser and they can download, and it'll download and they can save it. It's really nice. And then you can customize all of this. You can change your name. If you have a like a PNG of your signature, you can put that in here, whatever you want. This is a block of Instagram. So if you want your Instagram to link over, you can. So that's how that got added. You do have to link your account. And all that is clicking this and it will look for your account name and ask you to sign in everything. So it's totally up to you. So yeah, and it does require you to have an address so you can fill in all that stuff on the back end. But that's how you create an email. You can look at the desktop preview. Here's what your email will look like. Here's what it will look like on mobile view. Super easy. And then you click finish. So now you've created an email that's going to dump that freebie into their inbox. You want to make sure you change your subject line. I always change it to something like it's here, or I always change it to something like the freebie you requested. Something like that. And then you can master gardener status, here you come, so that they know what it is. It's up to you. And then once they get this freebie, they will exit the workflow, which means it's done. It's delivered, the freebie. If you want, you can add another email, like a follow-up that says like, hey, did you enjoy that freebie? If you did, I have and then you can share your paid offer. Like maybe you have an ebook all about houseplants that goes way more into depth than your freebie and it's paid. You can share that in an email with them. So you could say like, wait one day, or maybe in this case, you want them to wait like a week. And then you can send them another email. And so then you can either duplicate an existing email or create a new email. So it's totally up to you. So Flodesk just makes it super easy for you to create these amazing workflows. I'm just going to delete these because we don't need them. And now you just want to hit publish. Publish now. All right, so I hope that helps you out a ton. You can deliver a freebie super easily by creating a form where people put in their email address. They're like, I'm super interested in your content. And then the form then generates a workflow which sends an automatic email to someone's inbox where they can seamlessly download your freebie. And then that's how you build your email address without worrying about it. It's on autopilot. If you create long form evergreen or relevant content that's searchable, like on YouTube, you put that link to the form in the description of your video and you will generate a ton of email list community members and subscribers from doing the work once and then sitting back and not worrying about it again. That's how I built my email list to over 1,000 people, by having freebies and links to my newsletter in the description below of the video. And then it takes them to a form that I've created in Flodesk. They enter their information and bam, they're in. So that is the exact how that you do it, not just the fact that you need to do it. I hope that helps you a bunch. Again, download my freebie about how to create a freebie in the description below and see the workflow in action. See that magic. Until next time, I will see you in the next video.